Howdy everyone, I'm back at it again. We've got a new spot today, a little roadside prairie pothole kind of lake. We're gonna head out here and try for some pike. I've got my Hobie all rigged up and ready to go. Let's go see what we can catch. Use my paddle to kick off from shore just a little bit. We'll get the pedal drive going. Get my rudder down. Suppose I can untuck my pants now. Had to get my kayak loaded up in some tall grass, so I wanted to try to keep the ticks off my legs. So yeah, we're gonna try for some pike out here today. Got a couple rods rigged up. Got a white chatterbait on one and a perch whopper plopper on the other. It's about 10 a.m. right now. The sun is shining. I'm not sure if these fish are going to be willing to hit topwater or not, but I'll chuck that whopper plopper around a little bit. We'll probably end up throwing the chatterbait around most of the day though. Yeah, if I could just cover water with the whopper plopper, that'd be all right. I'll probably toss him around for 20-30 minutes. We'll see if we get any action. If they're hitting topwater out here, I mean, I might just stick with the plopper today, but usually on these little pothole slough type of lakes, I end up throwing a chatterbait or a spinnerbait or something, so that's why I rigged one of them up from the get-go today. Got one on the plopper. Man, that fish went airborne for it. Oh, yeah, I didn't think I had him hooked real well. I'm surprised he even got hooks in his mouth the way he jumped out of the water for that thing. There's not a whole lot of weeds along these rocks. I might actually turn around here and head back the other direction, because I think for the most part I'm just gonna fish the weed line out here. That's usually where I find pike on these types of lakes. We got a little bit of a weed line along the rocks here. I'll run the plopper right along the edge of that. See if a big pike jumps up and grabs it. A swing and a miss. You know what? I'm gonna give it a couple casts with the chatterbait just to see if we get some action with that. Got one on the chatterbait. Just a little guy, but hey, it's a fish. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get out the net for that one. Hey. All right, you settle down now. Little pike. Hey, we got one on the chatterbait. Man, he slammed that thing hard. I thought that was going to be a nice one. I might just stick with the chatterbait for the most part. I've had a couple fish hit the whopper plopper, but I just think we're a lot more likely to have a big one take the chatterbait. Midday with the sun shining. It'd be a different story if I was out here at like first light or something. That one slammed that chatterbait hard. Yeah, a little bit better than that last fish. Oh, well, I got a good look at him at least. He shook my chatterbait. Oh well. We got to see him. I don't have to slime my hands up. It's a win-win, I guess. Little baby. Hey, no, you're not gonna jump into the seat with me there, dude. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's a monster. Let's get a picture of that monster for the thumbnail. I'm just starting to reel that chatterbait in, and that little guy came and grabbed it. For the most part, I'm more hopping that thing along today. And if I get it right along the edge of these weeds where they're still kind of thick toward the bottom, I'll do more of a steady retrieve with it, but tossing it out there toward the deeper water. I mean, there's still some weeds out there. They really start to thin out about, I don't know, 15, 20 feet off the visible edge here. So I'm just hopping that chatterbait along through those. Just letting it sink to the bottom, pulling it up a couple feet, letting it sink back down. Usually works well for pike. I thought I felt something pick that chatterbait up. Oh, that one's a little bit better fish. Get in my net, you. All right. Here's my towel. Pretty sure that fish just splashed my camera lens real good. Well, there's a nice one on the chatterbait. I thought I felt just a little twitch there. Gave it a couple seconds, set the hook, and there he was. Yeah, it's a nice pike. Sweet. Yeah, I was just thinking to myself, I wonder if we're gonna find anything decent out here today. Midsummer. Uh-oh, I'm bleeding pretty good. I felt this tooth poke me there. I might have to super glue my hand. Yeah, he got his tooth like right underneath my fingernail there. That sucked. Hey, there's a fish. Self-release. That's all right. I got to look at him. That's all I needed. I kind of wasn't expecting one there. I haven't been bit since I left the shoreline that I launched off of over there. So I was starting to wonder if that's where all the fish are or if they just quit biting. But the good news is we just had one hit that chatterbait, so I guess those fish are still looking to eat. Oh, I just missed one over there. We're gonna throw it right back over there in just a minute. If he doesn't pick that chatterbait up again. Yeah, maybe it's just finding the areas of the lake where the fish hang out. I hadn't been bit in about 45 minutes, and then there's 2 bites pretty much back to back. Let's see if that fish hits it again. There we go. As I was about to reel in there, this one smacked it. Pretty much right underneath my kayak. Come here, you. Oh, he's trying to jump right out of my net. Alright, where'd he got that hook? I'm gonna have to get out the pliers for this one. There we go. Decent little pike. Pretty fish. Gave that chatterbait a nice thump. And off he goes. What's going on here? Another fish? No. Just some weeds. Do one of these numbers with my net. It's honestly easier than throwing the Hobie in reverse and then back and forward. Yeah, we're finding some fish today. Honestly, the most productive stretch was that first stretch of shoreline right where I started. Seemed to be where I was finding the most bites. But I'm gonna keep fishing around. Kind of want to check out the rest of the lake. See if anything else looks real fishy. I mean, there's been a pretty good weed line just about everywhere. I think it might have been a little bit deeper drop along the road over there though. So that might be why the fish are hanging out over there. I don't know, they always seem to like hanging out next to the road for some reason. I guess I just want to make sure I get a bunch of semis and loud vehicles driving by on my audio recording. This pike know exactly what they're doing. I just threw that right into the weeds over there. Let's see if I can get him off. Nope, I have to reel it all the way in. There we go. There's a fish. Decent guy. Hanging Hanging out right outside this little bay over here. Come here, you. Hey, hey, hey. All right, settle down. Had the hook caught in my net there too. Nice chunky little pike. I would let him go. He felt like he was about to thrash or do something crazy there. What a beautiful day to be out here in the kayak. Oh, my fishing rod's stuck. There's a nice thump. Might be a little better fish, a little bit. Come on over here, you. Right into the net. Hey. This one might have swallowed that thing. Pretty darn close. Got my lure back from him. He's about a 1/4 inch from swallowing that thing. Nice little pike. Yeah, we're finding some out here today. All right, you guys, that's gonna do it for today's trip. I'm gonna pedal my way back to my vehicle. Yeah, I gave it about half the day out here. Found a handful of pike. Nothing real huge out here today, but we got a few decent ones with the chatterbait. Yeah, for midsummer though, not too bad. If you ask me, pike are more of a spring and fall fish. If you're after the big ones, they seem a lot more likely to bite when the water's cold. So I might have to come back out here and give this lake another try this fall. It's a nice little lake, about perfect size for kayak fishing. And we found some pike out here, so I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the afternoon in the kayak with me. Thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.